Doctor, I'm worried, and I'm sure many Ugandans, that we're afraid to pick up something to drink or eat or do anything because we are warned cancer is everywhere and in everything. Let's perhaps, not to scare all of us, but talk about the risk factors.
Yeah, I think there is no need to be worried. First of all, there's a lot of misinformation about the risk factors for cancer. What people should know is that there are certain things that can expose you to development of cancers.
Yes.
And yet there are also certain things which, may lead to you living a normal life without having to fear for the risk of developing cancer. So those are the things that we need to focus on.
Yeah, and they say it's our lifestyle, what we eat, what we drink, what we use. But if I've been using whatever it is, if I might have a tumor that's growing and I don't know, we're a culture that goes to the doctor when we really need to seek medical attention. We're not a culture of people who go to the hospital just for a checkup. And for cancers, they call it a silent killer, because once you know, it's too late. Do people need to come every 2 months, every 3 months? What is a medical checkup necessary for us to be aware of what we have in our bodies?
I think medical checkup, or at least being health conscious, should be part and parcel of our way of life. And that is one thing that we neglect. And it's not only for cancer, but for all diseases that, we only want to go to see a doctor when we have symptoms. Symptoms means the manifestation of the disease. And in most cases, that means actually the disease is quite advanced. And if you have a serious illness like cancer, that is too late.
That is too late. Is it possible for me to get checked and I do have the cancer and I didn't have any symptoms?
It is possible, yes.
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
We call that incidental findings.
Incidental findings, all right. So let's talk about the radiotherapy cancer machine. It crashed in 2016. You have a new one, and as far as I'm concerned, about a month now in operation, and you have 80 patients per day. Is that the most you can take in?
The machine, we can treat slightly a little more than that. We can go up to around 100 or 120 patients per day.
Okay. But so why are we not there?
Of course, the patients, we are not aware. We have just started. We have not officially opened the department. So all of these, we are trying to inform the public that the service has been restored, and we're inviting people, those who have already been diagnosed and have been probably referred for radiotherapy.
Yes.
There are some of those patients who are told to come or to wait until we announce that we are operational. So we are informing them that, yes, it's now time to come and see us.
Let's talk about the cost, of course, to the Uganda Cancer Institute, because we'll then probably from there delve into your funding. The cost to the patient, and the cost to the Uganda Cancer Institute, just to run day by day for those patients per day, and in a month, in a year, what it costs. I mean, are we looking at budgets? Because you were saying that you need more money to actually run the Cancer Institute. Where is that money going to come from? The patients are going to run away because they might think you're going to milk us to actually fund these services.
First, it is a policy that cancer treatment, just like any other treatment, is supposed to be free of charge.
Yes.
And we kind of strictly follow that policy. But that doesn't mean that somebody is not paying something for that.
So once I walk in, there's part of the service is free, and there's a part of the service that is not free?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Actually, our service is by principle free.
Okay.
And anybody who can walk into the Uganda Cancer Institute will get treated free. Unless if you come and then you say that, for me, I want to be treated specially. In that case, we can forward you to the paying side.
Okay. So, and really, I'm not putting you on the spot, but I want to know the difference. Am I getting better treatment or better facilities, if I can say? What am I getting? What's the slight difference between me who says I'd like to be paying?
That's a very good point. Actually, cancer, unlike other diseases, is one thing that we have just single standard for everybody, be it here in Uganda or elsewhere.
Yeah.
So the only difference that you're going to be getting maybe the ambience of the surrounding.
A TV in the room.
Yeah, exactly. But otherwise, the treatment, the drugs, the combinations, all are the same.
Okay, so the source of funding, first of all, the Cancer Institute was marred with, I don't know if to call them scandals or rumors, that first there were ghost workers, there was mismanagement. This is about a year ago. I don't know if you've cleaned up house or there was not necessarily some cleaning up to be done, because now you're looking for money, so who's funding you, and any mismanagement still existing?
Well, I think partly all these, I think, to use the right word, rumors, because there has not been any facts that has been found, allegations being made. I think partly the frustration of the community about a condition that they have not understood very well, and they expect that, you know, things are going to be very different. But the truth of the matter is that the Uganda Cancer Institute is trying its best, and we have actually probably one of the best trained personnel in the handling of cancers.
Speaking of training, you're understaffed.
Definitely, we are. And that is partly because it takes a very long time to train a specialist to begin to manage patients. So all that, and in addition to that, the requirements that it takes kind of makes it very difficult to attract some of the best brains or some of the best persons to kind of go into this area. But that doesn't mean that we do not have very dedicated, self-driven individuals who have actually taken this area. And
is the training available here?
Okay, the training is not available locally, but in the future, yes, we are planning to start training locally. But even right now, as much as we say we are understaffed, we have programs whereby a good number of staff are already in training in South Africa. We have like 8 or so doctors and the technicians from the Cancer Institute who are undergoing training right now. And probably in a year or so, they will be coming back to beef up the staff. Before
we wind up with what's happening on Friday, I'm inquisitive whether the Cancer Institute actually has an arm which also goes out to sensitize people about the disease that is cancer. That is the business that you're running. Do you go out in the communities and teach us to not be afraid of this disease that we're hearing so much about now?
Yes, we have a whole department called Comprehensive Community Cancer Program, and it goes around the whole country, sensitizing people and educating people about cancer. We do have that.
Another one, remember, just if I'm diagnosed with cancer in Uganda today, am I able to get treatment from the beginning till the end without having to fly into any other country?
Yes. Definitely. We can provide that, yes.
Okay, let's talk about Friday. What is happening on Friday?
On Friday, it will be the commissioning of the machine, the long-awaited, because it has been really a story, a crisis. So on Friday, we are officially opening the machine. We are expecting a guest from the International Atomic Energy Agency. He's the Director General, who will be accompanied with the Prime Minister. So we hope to start around 9 and go up to 12:01 there.
All right.
So.
Well in on the good work. I have Dr. Jackson Oryem and Dr. Kavuma from the Uganda Cancer Institute. We now take a short break. NTV Tonight continues with business.